Hey guys, how's it going? I know earlier in the video I showed you a quick preview of the Speck Presidio grip case I have here. And here it is again, except this time I have my Google Pixel XL right here. And I will say this case is probably by far my favorite, given that I've only tried a few others, including the Tech 21 Evo Check, the OtterBox Defender, Google's own clear case, as well as another one I can't think of off the top of my head. This case is very, very well made. It provides for a nice tactile button feedback, unlike the Tech 21, which you really have to press that power button in order to get any kind of feedback, let alone turn on the display. In this case, it just feels really, really nice in your hands, and it's not overly big either. I mean, compared to the OtterBox or cases on my Nexus 6P, it's relatively small. I mean, I can show you a Varus case I have here for my 6P, and this guy is a little thicker, but it will also provide you with plenty of drop protection as well as not be slippery like this guy. You know, for comparison, I have the same case for the LG V20 for my wife, which hasn't come yet, and you can see, you know, it's a relatively small phone, you know, compared to the Nexus 6P and that, even compared to the Note 7, which I actually still have the case for my wife's phone. So you can see here, I mean, it is roughly the same size as the Note 7, give or take. I mean, it is a little wider, but this case feels really good in your hand compared to this glossy mess that Speck had on their previous generation. You know, the way they redid this texture really provides for ample grip, and it really feels a lot better than their old candy shell grip. Overall, this probably will be my favorite case yet again. I used one for my Nexus 6P for almost a year and never had a single issue with it. I did have an issue with the candy shell grip on my S7 Edge. However, Speck was very nice to replace it promptly. All I did was send them a picture of where it had a stress crack on the, I believe it was a power button or the volume rocker, and they sent me a brand new one for free and didn't even want the old one back. Granted, I don't need a broken case, so I just got rid of it, but it's still nice to see that companies are willing to go the extra mile for their customers, and that's why I really like Speck products. I mean, don't be pushed off by their price, because they're certainly worth it. If you're going to spend $50 on an OtterBox or whatever it may be, I'd rather spend that money on a Speck case, because A, it doesn't look like a mess like the OtterBox, even though I do have one, and B, I mean, they moved their logo so it looks a lot better, plus it has better grip and still provides adequate drop protection. So if you can see here, I can show you quickly my OtterBox that I took apart for this video. You have this gigantic, as people like to call rubber, but it's more like a TPU kind of hybrid material shell. You have your inner protector, and you have this ugly, you know, screen protector built into the top layer. I mean, this thing is just gigantic in comparison to this guy, if you even have a look at just the outer shell. But the thing is, they'll both provide about the same protection, which is kind of funny, because OtterBox really tries to, you know, say, we're going to protect you more because we have this giant overkill case, but in reality, it doesn't offer that much more protection. Ironically enough, I actually have a story where I was running on the treadmill with my Nexus 6P in a Speck case. I've done this with a few cases now because I'm just clumsy with wired headphones. I accidentally hit it with my arm because, you know, you're running, you're not paying attention. My phone, you know, obviously fell, headphones disconnected, bounced off the belt, hit either a piece of equipment behind me or one of the metal poles. And you know what? It was in a Speck case, or even my Spike and Rugged armor, and it never phased it. I mean, my Nexus 6P was perfectly fine. So it just goes to show you that, you know, a Speck case or any thin case, as long as, you know, they're adequate, like some of the cases I mentioned, will provide just as much protection in most scenarios as an OtterBox. So that's why I really appreciate what Speck has done here. I highly recommend this case, and if you like it, you know, drop me a comment below if you have any questions, or subscribe below. Thank you.